their hair full of sand and their feet in their air. The girls dig the way the guys get all wiped out. They're not afraid to catch that wave. Hey, welcome to the Man Cave here at Wistful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. Sorry for looking down. I was just wondering if I was all connected here with the contraptions that I put together for you so that you can enjoy my journey through all the nonsensical stuff that I get involved with. Well, it's sensical to me, sensical, nonsensical to you. You've got to decide that on your own. Hey, I'm going to sit down here on my newly assembled Griot's King's Creeper 2. Means this is the second edition, and I'm going to play with the hydraulics. Hey, that's kind of what we do stuff for, just to have a little fun with. And I'm going to creep a little closer to the screen here. So what we're going to do is open an Angels speedometer protector or dash protector. You could argue about this particular addition or modification. I think this falls more under the heading of addition than modification, because I'm really not changing anything, I'm just adding something. Let me grab it. Stand by. So here's the package. It comes from the UK, international delivery, and just a note to Ashley, I'm not sure if they're anywhere close to the middle of nowhere, UK, which stands for Untied Kingdom, I think. Oh no, United Kingdom, sorry. It does come from the UK. We can get quality products from there. And it's in a little flexible envelope because these are speedometer covers. Get them in gloss or matte finishes. I typically get the matte here in Southern California, San Diego, because except for today, we don't lack for sunshine. We've got plenty of sunshine, and that direct sunshine on even non-covered instrument displays can be a bit of an issue. So we're going to install this today on Larry Lightning, the redoubtable 2021 Aprilia. Now I did put this on my 2017 Aprilia. Never had an issue. It still responds to changing light conditions. I guess it's a bit debatable as to how useful this addition is. I don't know. Can anybody respond with knowledge of an Aprilia where a rock has broken the instrument display panel, or any other brand for that matter, now that they're all TFT or LCD based displays? I don't hear of many being broken, but this is supposed to prevent that from happening. So just a little bit of caution, because I understand those things cost in the neighborhood of $1,000, and Mrs. Cooper would have my guts for garters if I was going to throw another $1,000 on an already expensive machine. So join in with me. Let's get this thing unpackaged and added to Larry Lightning. Hope you enjoy it. Stand by. So here we go. We have the envelope, International Priority 1X Screen Protector Kit. Value they put on the envelope at 10 British pounds. So I have very embarrassingly left my drawer open there and forgotten to grab the scissors. By the way, for your garage, always get a good pair of scissors. They are so handy. I know you might have knives around and wire cutters, etc., but the scissors work much better, as we will show you here. Okay, let's open her up. By the way, I'm working with the chest mount and the GoPro 10, and sort of working against the clock, because the GoPro 10 has this renowned overheating issue, and I think I've got somewhere around 16 minutes before it shuts itself down. Filming in 4K resolution. All right, envelope is empty. And here is our screen protector kit. Motorcycle dashboard screen protector, Speedo-Angels, 20 RSV 4 and 2021 Tuono V4 dashboard screen protector, 2x anti-glare. I mentioned that these are available in matte and a more luster finish, and I've not tested the non-matte version or the non-anti-glare version, but my feeling is that with our sunshine, I might be taking a chance because it's already hard enough to see the display sometimes in our bright San Diego sunshine. Okay, plastic envelope, little folder. We have here a picture of a man throwing this in the trash can. Let's not pollute, folks. That's pretty good. Professional LCD screen protector film, installation auxiliary tools. I hope that will show up for you. I'm hoping. I can't tell because my display shuts off on the camera. Let me show you this. This is your preview that used to be widely available, and that's what you get. So you don't get nothing with the new configuration. Okay, so let's open up this part first because these are the screen protectors themselves, and there's an anti-glare. This is the back side and anti-glare on the front side. So this is what we'll be actually putting on the machine. Let's walk over here and show you how that is intended to go, just like that. Now, as I remember last time, so it just goes in like that. Now, as I remember last time, the hard part is getting it exactly where you want. And it's hard enough that they actually give you 2 of these. You'll only ever need 1, but they give you 2 of these, figuring that you'll mess it up at least once as you're trying to put them together. You have the wet fit instructions and no dry fit instructions. Instructions in multiple languages on the back. I love the fact, Istruzione di wet fit italiano. So these are in Italian, but evidently there is no word for wet fit or term for wet fit in the Italian language. So being from the UK though, the Untied Kingdom, as I mentioned earlier to Ashley, you have a total of 9 steps to go through to install this. I'll just read them out very quickly because I'm not sure that we'll get them all on camera as we put it on. Clean screen with a cleaning cloth to remove dirt, and then use the blue sheet to remove any retaining dust. Spray a small amount of water and soap solution across the dashboard, ensuring you cover it evenly. Remove the first layer from your screen protector. You identify this layer as shown by the tab marked number 1, and that's the back. This is the back, number 1. With the liner removed, spray a liberal amount of water on the side you have just removed the protective layer from. Try not to touch the adhesive to prevent fingerprints. Oh, sure. Align the screen, by the way, that's water, not soap and water. Align the screen protector onto the dashboard. The water soap solution will allow you to move the screen protector until it's lined up correctly. Note that most of our protectors allow a small gap around the edge to prevent it from lifting, so please align the screen protector in the center. Oh, they've misspelled center, C-E-N-T-R-E. This is the United States, E-R. Gently squeeze water and air pockets out with the squeegee. Remove as much water and air bubbles as possible, but ensure you are gentle to prevent the screen protector from moving. Once the majority of the water and air bubbles have been removed, remove the top protective layer, use your squeegee, remove any retaining and water and stuff, and your dashboard is now protected by Speedo-Angels. It says also, don't worry if you see small bubbles of water under the protector after fitting. Use your squeegee to remove these, and any remaining bubbles should disappear within 1 to 2 days. That's why they give you 2. There is a little bit of trial and error in putting these on. So let's open up this last little package here without trying to damage the interior. See what we got in there. And that ain't waking. So we'll go along this way. I don't know, has anybody ever snipped open a package and found out they damaged some of the contents? Raise your hand. I'd raise mine, but you couldn't see it. Or actually, mine is raised, you just can't see it. Okay, we have 3 items in here, and don't worry, Screen Angels, we will throw this away. Or Speedo-Angels, we will throw this away. We have the wet wipes. We have the dry wipe. We have the dust absorber right here. Dust absorber. And then we have the squeegee to put it on. Okay, let's move on to phase 2, and we'll get some water and soap and put it on our display, the TFT twisted display, and then start with putting this down. Hopefully this will show. It's a little tough to video it. Let me move back over the camera here. A little tough to video it because it's in a kind of a hidden dark spot, but we'll do our best. Hopefully you can see a lot of it anyway. All right, let's see. Let me move up. As I move up here, I'm going to adjust that just slightly upwards. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to see a lot of that as we do it. I'm going to set the, by the way, that's not anything to do with my stomach. That's just moving the tires. Okay, we'll be right back to you. Okay, the first thing we're going to use is, or are, the wet wipes. You only get 1 set of these, but these are universally available, especially in today's age of COVID. So we open up the wet wipes, and we're going to wipe down the speedometer. Well, I guess you would call this the display area. Let me pull this back up. Yeah, sorry. Wipe down the display area. Now, shouldn't be a whole lot on here because I don't have that many miles on it. The motorcycle is brand new. Let's just see how much dust and dirt I pull up here. Okay, wipe that down. And yeah, the cloth looks pretty clean actually, so I don't think there was a lot on there. Okay, next step is we're going to hit it with the dry cleaning cloth. Now, with the dry cleaning cloth, as supplied by Speedo-Angels, we do a final run through there. Now, I'm not going to go through and use that duster tab that they gave us because that wet wipe came off so cleanly, but I do want to remove any of the wet wipe residue. Now, one of the secrets is getting the right amount of water and soap on the bottom of it, and that's ad hoc. You do that on your own. So, all right, we have wiped this down. I deem it clean. Next job will be to get the soap and water solution on there and have it put on. Okay, I'm not using a spray, I'm using a sponge. There's a lot of debate on how much is too much and if much more is better than much less, but it is very much by feel, as I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. This side is soap and water, this side is soap. So I'm going to grab the screen and we're going to first of all put the soap and water solution. This is the back, and it's going to go like this. So we take the cover off the back. Wish me luck here. One of the scarier moments. All right, that's going to fall anyway. And we are going to try and align it. I don't think you can see this. Darn it, I'm sorry, but I can't. This is on the fly. You've got to do this while you're moving. I don't see any bubbles. Oh yeah, I do. I see a nice big one right there. It's hard to see them in this light, and for that I apologize, but there's a pretty big bubble there. So I'm going to get the squeegee. You are going to stay with me. So I've got the squeegee. Can you see the bubble? When you got black on black, I'm thinking maybe not. But they recommend, again, you start at the center and work your way out. to get the bubbles out of it. Darn, my camera keeps dropping. It's a bit of a challenge to do this in a kind of confined area so you can see what's going on. But as you move the squeegee across, the point is, as you move the squeegee across, you can see it chasing the little bubbles before it. And those bubbles, my experience with the 17 is those bubbles will work their way out eventually. They will come out. The critical part is kind of getting it on there aligned correctly with the same amount of gap all the way around. So you just got to work at those. I think, and by the way, you don't take off the outer layer, this outer covering here, let's see, this outer covering here, until you've got all the bubbles taken out, because you're using a squeegee and you're putting down an anti-glare and a protector, and you don't want to scratch the surface that you're going to be staring at for a few years. So you've got to just keep squeegeeing like that there. All right, so I'm going to squeegee. I'll be back to you in a few moments. All right, we're just about there, ladies and gentlemen. We may have lucked out on our first time through. It can help to turn on the display, which I love to do anyway. I love these things. Back in my day, we just had a needle that sat there when you turned on the key. You didn't know what the heck was happening. So looking at it very closely, and I'm wearing my reading glasses, I do not see any whatsoever. I do not see any bubbles underneath. Could we have been that lucky? Yeah, we could have. Is skill involved? Nah, probably not. But it's looking good right now. Okay, our next step is to remove that upper layer. So stand by. It lifted up on both sides there, ladies and gentlemen. As I was taking that off, doggone it. But it went right back down, and it looks like it's staying in a nice place. So I'm not going to use the squeegee anymore. I think it's covered on there pretty well. I think it's got the nice same gap on both sides and top and bottom. So I think it's looking okay here. So I'm not going to get that squeegee, but I'm going to get a cloth. Now later on, you can clean this with plastic cleaners. They say soap and water only. I see a couple of, with the lights on behind it, I see a couple of rather small floaters. I'm going to call them bubble floaters. Trying to stay here so that you can still see me, see it. A couple of small bubble floaters on there that we've got to kind of work out and get out to the open. Hard to see in the garage here. I think I'm going to roll it outside. We've just got a little sun peeping through there, and I think I'm going to roll it outside and take a quick look at it. So stand by for that. Okay, we are out here in the bright California sun, and it's November, by the way. Chilly, so chilly. Feel my pain. Now I cannot see the backlit screen, and once again, no preview available from my phone, which is really nice. But hopefully this is in frame, and we'll just continue to wipe it down a little bit here. Let's fire up the little guy one more time. Let's see if we see anything via the on versus off condition. No, I don't. I think, we may have been lucky enough to have got this to adhere and to get to where we want to be on our first attempt. Lucky or skill? Again, you decide. I think skill, but your opinion may vary. Now, one of the things I notice on the 2021, and again, I hope this is coming out, they've got a little, I don't recall this being on the 17. They've got a little cowl here. This cowl right here, attached to 2 points down there, and that's actually shading the instrument panel, interestingly enough. So I think that that they knew that they probably did have a few comments on glare on that old display. And by the way, I thought that old display was pretty darn good to begin with, but this one takes it to another level here. Okay, I think we got her on. The instructions do say it may take a day or two for those other bubbles, if there are any teeny ones that we can't see, to work their way out, but the thing will adhere itself. My OCD, as a couple of my watchers and followers have said, their OCD, well, I've got mine too, and my OCD will be very displeased if that does pop up. But hey, while we're here, let's start her up. Yeah, she's running. Let's let her warm up a minute. Hopefully you can hear me. We'll let it warm up a minute. By the way, check out that gas gauge. Right there. It's full right now, thanks to my own self-installed system there. But I'm not seeing any bubbles on it at the moment. I think we have done it. Hey, how about that? You like apples? How about them apples? Looking very good at the moment. Looking very good at the moment, I do believe. Looking very good at the moment. Well, it even looks good in the sunshine here. I cannot see a single bubble. Okay, that's it for the installation of the Speedo-Angels matte display covering. Hope this was useful to you. Let's discuss it.